I'm Maurice Wilmer II. I'm a corner and wide receiver, and I go to St. Francis High School.
Maurice Wilmer is a sophomore defensive back, punt returner, and wide receiver at St. Francis High School. With 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions in his first year on the varsity squad, Wilmer is one of the top prospects in the Bay Area's class of 2019.
Being on varsity as a sophomore, it's sort of like that. It's like that dream you've had as a kid to always be one of the younger guys to play varsity.
Though his football stats may be impressive for an underclassman at an elite level program, Wilmer is a tri-sport athlete, also competing in basketball and baseball.
I probably got most of my speed from my mom. My mom did track, my dad did football, basketball, and baseball. But when he started going towards high school, he just sort of stuck to football and basketball.
At St. Francis, Wilmer quickly found a role model in senior defensive back Bennett Williams.
Guarding Bennett, it's like before I used to guard him, I probably played like 10 yards off. I would let him get the 5-yard outs, the 10-yard outs, but I wouldn't let him throw the ball over my head. But now I could play 7, 6 like a normal depth. When he guards me, it's not like, oh, I messed up, I lost, it's low. What did you do to stop me from getting that ball? And then when he comes out of, like, during games, we get together on the bench to talk about what's going on. After that, he'll tell me, and I ask, how does he do this, how does he do that? And he just tells me all about it.
He came up, I remember this year, and you can tell he has that raw athletic talent, but he's just not, refined yet in his skills. And I think he came in with the mentality that, these guys are, I'm not going to get much playing time, but these guys are going to go do big things at the college level, and I'm going to learn from them. And so I think he came in with that attitude, and I've kind of took him under my wing, and been showing him every practice what to do. And obviously he's going to make those sophomore mistakes, but you can definitely tell how much he's progressed.
I always try to compete with Benny. I just naturally just love football. When I played when I was younger, it was just knowing that this is a game where your mindset got to be there, and you got to be tough to play it. And if you're not, you're sort of you can't stick around.
In the 2016 football season, Wilmer saw a significant amount of playing time as a punt returner. He was frequently paired up with another senior, Garrett McCarthy.
Being a sophomore on this varsity team has taught me a lot. Really great guys to learn from. I think I contributed pretty good with helping out with returns by making sure I block good for Garrett McCarthy. And if they do kick me the ball, I could show that it's not too big a difference from him and me. He's a great dude. I've learned a lot returning with him. But it's good to know that if something does happen, the coaches trust me enough to put me in there. And offensively, same thing, if the coaches trust me enough to go in there and be able to expect good things from me.
Wilmer's biggest highlight of the season came in the fourth quarter of St. Francis's home matchup against the Archbishop Reardon Crusaders. He intercepted an overthrown pass from Reardon's Xavier Character, pivoting from left to right before finally meeting the home sideline. From there, it was off to the races. Wilmer sprinted for 84 yards, scoring his first touchdown of the year.
Yeah, I had a couple of good jukes, but I wouldn't have got past the rest of those guys without my defensive line, the corners, the safeties, all trying to make sure that they got their guy, a block for them, make sure that they got them out of my way so I could keep on going. And I couldn't do it without them. I couldn't have did it without Dejan and Bennett Williams helping me out, learn how to work on my technique and reading the quarterback's eyes and the wide receiver's footwork.
Maurice Wilmer is optimistic and looking towards his future at St. Francis. With a 10-2 season already under his belt, he hopes that his teammates will be able to replicate the Lancers' recent success in the years to come.
I'm looking forward to a lot. I'm hoping that my class of 2019, they step up and they're ready to fight with us. Because after seeing what we did this year, I want that feeling again, knowing that I'll be actually a bigger part of it too. Because it'll be my junior year. I want to get after it again. And then my senior year, I expect that we should be fully ready, and it should be as if we're how we are right now, but just 2 years from now.